All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Dontbeaviking podcast. Today, I got a sister with me. Introduce yourself by name, age, and relationship status.
Okay, my name is Jay Wade. I'm 25 years old and I'm single.
Okay. Why you single? How long you been single?
I feel like I've been single my whole life because I've never experienced genuine love and I've never been in a real relationship. I was in situationships that I thought were relationships.
Okay. Hold on. Put it a little bit closer.
Okay.
All right. So, like, did you realize first before I asked it, what made it a situationship instead of like you said, something genuine?
Me, because I didn't do the work before I became single. So I would get into situationships. They were titled relationships, but as I grew in age and evolved with life and time, they were not relationships. They were situationships because I didn't do the work on myself. Therefore, all of my relationships were toxic because it reflected my childhood, and I did not heal from childhood trauma.
Okay, so you think it was more on your part of why it didn't go the way you wanted it to go?
50-50. I think it was my fault because God gave me signs. The signs were there that the relationship wasn't healthy. And there were signs there when I was dating the people that it wouldn't have been healthy.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of people just don't do the work on themselves, don't take enough time to themselves to reflect on their life and reflect on what they actually want and what is love and what isn't love before they get in relationships. And that's how you have a lot of toxic relationships.
Okay, so after you identified that, what do you see now as far as you already worked on or you need to work on? Like, after you realize, damn, I got some healing to do or whatever, what points did you like write down? All right, these the areas I need to focus
on. Patience.
Okay.
Definitely. Listening to understand, not listening to respond.
That's
I
a good one.
I can still tell I'm doing that now because I'm not taking my time to respond. I'm still listening to respond instead of listening to understand. To not be so defensive because I've been through a lot in my childhood. I be on the defense and I'm not used to being relaxed. And honestly, I do feel like I didn't pick my partners well either because like I said, I didn't do the work. So if it's really real, you wouldn't be so tense. You wouldn't be so anxious. You wouldn't be so defensive. When you in the presence of your soulmate or your husband, you will feel relaxed. You wouldn't feel the need to snoop, ask questions, be insecure, question everything, start arguments, and bicker about everything. Yes, relationships aren't perfect, but relationships shouldn't be necessarily hard, and they're not easy either. But they don't have to be the hardest things in the world.
Yeah, that's why we telling folks. Folks be trying to say arguments are like regular in relationships. I think disagreements are regular in relationships, but y'all shouldn't necessarily be arguing. Will it happen? Yeah, here and there though. It shouldn't be a like frequently we argue and people try to have that debate. Well, like it's two people trying to come together, so arguments regular. No, the fuck is not. If arguments are regular,
but arguing. No, maybe arguing every once in a blue moon. Disagreements common, especially if y'all living together. It depends on how much time y'all spend together too.
Yeah. So when you said patience, what really like made you say, I need to work on patience? Because when you said it, a few things came to my mind about it, but I want to hear, like, I'm going to tell you what came to my mind, but I want you to explain, like, what made you identify patience first.
Well, because I grow at a rapid speed.
Okay.
I'm very adaptive. I learn very quick. And your partner may be a reflection of you, but y'all not going to have everything in common. So patience for him to understand me.
Yeah.
You know, he's not going to always understand me right when I want to be understood. That doesn't mean get up. That doesn't mean argue. That doesn't mean give up, argue, or that he's not good enough. Patience to be understood as well. Just like it takes patience to understand. It takes patience to be understood. Your partner not going to be perfect, and y'all going to have a lot in common, but you have to be prepared for those days where it seems like y'all don't have anything in common, and you know, he not understanding where you're coming from. Patience in that area. Patience for growth. Patience for understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Now, it was probably like, I don't think it was the last podcast. It was probably like 2 podcasts ago. We was talking about communication. And now I remember. It wasn't on the podcast. It was like just a private off-camera conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was me, my homie, my girl, his girl. So we was talking about cheating. We was talking about stepping out, this, that, and the third. Cool. Like everybody just putting their thoughts in on it. We trying to get to the bottom of some shit. So my homie girl said, well, a dude shouldn't cheat because if your girl love you, you should just be able to tell her whatever, and she should be able to adapt in whatever way you need her to adapt. I said, that sound good, like we just talking. I said the reason it don't work is because a lot of I was gonna say a lot of women, but I think a lot of people in general, men and women, are too defensive. Like we together, and I be like, I don't like the way you do this. Can you change this? Can you do that? It won't come across in your head, and like granted, I probably could have said it better,
right?
But it don't come across in your head as okay. Like this bothers VT. This is my man. I should want to like make the relationship as happy as possible. Cool. I can adjust these things. Make the relationship happy. Cool. Like that's not the way it registers. It come across as like for lack of a better word, picking on you, or I'm being ungrateful. Because let's say something like this, because this is the example I use with them. Let's say we agree to split certain things in the house. Like let's say I handle the trash, you handle the dishes. I handle washing the cars, you handle washing the clothes. Like we split some shit up, cool. If I say, babe, I don't like the way you wash the clothes, this, that, and the third, and I'm trying to like tell you how I would prefer it, a quick response would be, well, how about you wash your own clothes? Da, da, da. So that makes me not want to correct you the next time. So instead of correcting you and try to put us in a more progressive state, I just go cheat. Like, do that make sense? Like, because if I bring it up to you, like a lot of people say, well, why don't you break up? Because I love you and I want to be with you, but there are things you do that I don't agree with or don't make me happy or whatever. So I try to bring them up to you and you get defensive when we start fighting. So common sense would say, since I don't want to fight, I'm just not going to bring it up to you. And when I don't bring it up to you, I'm going to still be unhappy because you still doing the thing that's making me unhappy. So that's when but this girl over here, like that's when those type of thoughts start to creep in. So I feel like somebody being like not defensive and able to like really take criticism, bro, that's a huge thing. Like, I don't know if you already mastered that or you still in the process of mastering it. But when you do master that, bro, any dude you talk to will be so appreciative of that because that's just not a common thing. What you think? You think is common?
I think a lot. First of all, I am easily accepted to criticism because I'm very hard on myself. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I had a very close relationship with my father. I'm a daddy's girl. My father spoiled me my whole life.
Yeah.
However, when I reached middle school and high school, he was very critical of me. I had straight A's. I wasn't fast. I have only 2 boyfriends my entire life up until now.
Okay.
And he met both of them. I played every sport. I did exceptionally well in every sport. I was decent. And it still wasn't good enough for him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like he was mean about it. It's just, if I conquer this, okay, you need to work on that. Okay, you need to work on that. Okay, you need to work on that. So now, as an adult, I'm extremely hard on myself.
Yeah.
I do not think it's rare. I've been with men that did not appreciate that.
Okay.
They abuse that actually. And that's where it comes to flip-flop. I don't think something is coded to women need to work on this and men need to work on that. No, people need to work on the same things. Just like because you're in the presence of a woman that accepts a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
I welcome criticism because it only makes me better. I'm very competitive.
Okay.
I try to do good at anything. So I know I may not like it, but I can receive it. Honestly, the way you said 4 times, I'd be like, okay. It depends on how you bring it to the woman. Yeah. And I do not excuse cheating under no circumstances, whatever, because I think cheating is cowardice. Okay. Because if you're unhappy, then leave and go make yourself happy. Okay. And then you should pick a woman. You should pick a woman that you can talk to, because that's not communicating. Y'all just said y'all was talking about communicating. That's not communicating if you're unhappy and if you don't like something. If she don't receive it, try another way and try another way. Relationships are all about work, but the work doesn't have to be hard if you love the person. Now, if she doesn't receive and it causes you to be unhappy, then you warn her and say, look, this is making me unhappy. Then I'm going to leave you. And then you leave and you separate ways. Okay. You don't cheat. That's deception. Because if you're cheating, then you're unhappy. So either way it go, you're going to be unhappy. Whether you stay with her or whether you cheat, it's the same shit. So don't make somebody else unhappy because you're unhappy. Leave them.
Yeah. Now, I agree. Like, it's nothing you said that I disagree with, but I don't think that's the ideal situation for everybody because most dudes, not most, I'm gonna say most. 1 in every 3 men over the age of 18 either virgins or ain't had sex in over a year. Like, that just goes to show you how difficult it is for men to retain women.
To keep a woman or get a woman?
Yeah, I would say not even to retain. Let me take it back. I say to get a woman because retaining, that's a whole different topic. But to get a woman is hard for me.
Harder. Well, that's because they're not competitive. Because honestly, there are more women than there are men. So let's talk about accountability. You have to be competitive. You're a handsome guy. You got a lot of stuff going on. The more you put into yourself, the more options you will have.
I agree.
I'm beautiful, but I take care of myself.
Yeah.
I work inside out. I work on my soul. I work on my purpose. I work on how I treat people. Then I work on my skin. Then I work on my teeth. Then I work on my hair. Then I work on how I dress. So they created options for me. I didn't always have options. I did not have options when I was depressed, when I wasn't brushing my teeth, when I wasn't doing my hair, when I was a nasty, negative person.
Yeah.
Now I have a lot more options. It's about you put into this life what you get out of it. There are way more women than there are men. There are an abundance of women compared to men.
Okay.
So a lot of men don't have options because they're not competitive. You think a bitch gonna come to you? No. Just like, yeah, niggas can come to me, but the way I carry myself depends on the type of man that come to me. Niggas coming to me is not a compliment to me because what's a nigga? I want men to come to me.
Yeah.
And so I get approached by, like, it depends on how you carry yourself. Like, for example, me, like what I got on right now, it's sexy or whatever. But if I want a businessman to come approach me, I have to cover up.
Yeah.
Right now, it would be some niggas on bill trying to come up to me, and maybe some fly niggas that know how to dress and see that this is style and don't sexualize everything about me.
Yeah.
What you put into it is what you get out of it. If I want a businessman, I would have to dress up in, like, more business casual, go downtown, So half of them playing video games, don't have no purpose, don't have no goals. You don't have no goals in life and you're not climbing. You're doing something. You may not be where you want to be right now or where you see yourself, but this is a start. This is you chasing your goals. So as you chase your goals, the type of women that you attract or can get or can retain depends on you.
Yeah. So I say it like this. So if you take a girl, like you said, that don't work on herself, a girl that is negative or that is out of shape or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a study that was done, and I forgot who did the study, but they put a less attractive looking woman like out. They put her on social media and on dating apps and stuff, and they put a more relative attractive male on dating apps and on social media.
And she got more options.
Way
because
more.
Because niggas want to fuck. So they don't got nothing to do with niggas. Niggas be like, damn, when they see that ass, you could look like a donkey in the face.
So they not count for if these people really want to be with you. But like you said, they would just count off attention and dudes want to fuck. So with a dude, like you said, you got to build yourself up. Like, I preach that all the time. Like, women get the privilege of just existing and getting the opposite sex attention. But you have to look at
that an unattractive woman.
Yeah.
Options.
Right.
For example, me.
Yeah.
Okay. When I carry myself a certain way, I always been good about myself, but I didn't work on my insides like I should have been. So I attracted all different types of men. Those aren't the men that she wants. Cut half of them people in. I'm some bum ass niggas.
Facts.
I'm some bum crusty ass niggas that just trying to put their dick in anything.
And that's why.
So those are not real options.
Facts.
Those are just numbers.
That's why I feel like it's harder for men. Like I said, 1 in every 3 men struggle with women because women know that they're able to get so many options. Why settle for a bum? So dudes gotta build themselves up and, like you said, be competitive. You can't sit back and complain about you not getting the woman you want when you're not doing shit in your life.
Now, some women are just entitled though, because I've dated men that I made more money than, and it just didn't work out for me. Not about money, but because they were intimidated by my drive for my future. Not even about the money that I was making. Not even about I believe in submission. A lot of women don't agree with that. I believe in submitting to a man. But it depends on who you gotta. It don't depend on who you pick. You need to pick a man that you are comfortable following.
Okay.
So with that being said, I've dated guys that I made double more money than. I've dated men without a car. I've dated men without a job.
So
because
why do you think they were intimidated?
Because I kept talking about my future, and our mindsets wasn't aligned.
Okay.
Our personalities was not aligned, and that's the reason they was in the financial situations they was in, because they settled. I don't settle at any point in my life.
See, a lot of times when I'm talking to women or I'm hearing women talk to other people, they will use the word intimidated, and when you go deeper into the conversation, you will be able to see that they're using the word intimidated to put the fault on the other person, but as you unravel some things back, they was just a person you wouldn't want to be with. So I'm gonna put it as an example. Say if a woman say, "Oh, this dude was intimidated because this or because that." Okay, cool. And then as you dig deeper in the conversation, you see, okay, she won't submit to nobody. She argumentative. She defensive. She this, that, and third. So instead of saying, yeah, I'm argumentative, yeah, I'm defensive, yeah, I need to work on shit, she just say, nah, it didn't work out because of him. And the word I'm going to cover it with is he was this or he was that. So what you said, I would agree with it. But what I want to say is most times people say that word is not that. Like a lot of women will say a dude was insecure. We ravel it back. And once again, he wasn't insecure. He probably was being logical. You didn't like the logic he was trying to imply. So since it went against what you agreed with, you insecure. You see what I'm saying? But what you said, I agree with that.
It depends. It's all circumstantial and situational. I don't believe women do it more, men do it more, men have it harder, women have it harder. I think the problem is the comparison. Why can't we just leave it as people? Because it's all situations.
Yeah.
For example, you met a woman, me, that I accept criticism. I even asked, do you not like this? Do you do that? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. And I was with the man that was the opposite of that used that against me because I'm overly considerate. And to the point where I could never do nothing. And it mirrored my father.
Yeah.
It mirrored my father. I did everything, every avenue, tried to do everything sexually. I didn't go out. I didn't post. I was the type of girl that I would get a lot of likes on social media. I never was the type to go out. He took advantage of that.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't go anywhere.
How did he take advantage of it?
Made me feel guilty for whenever I would go out. I went out like in 2022. I went out one time that year.
Okay.
And that one time I went out, he was hovering all around me and making me feel like
you couldn't enjoy yourself?
No, I couldn't fully enjoy myself.
Okay.
I stopped being on social media. I cut off all my male friends. And I didn't argue with him about anything. I was comfortable. I said, shit, I love you. I'll do whatever I can to make you feel secure.
Yeah.
That was an insecure man because I changed everything. You can change some things, but I had to change. I lost my identity in that. So there are insecure men, and then you have men that aren't insecure that when they tell a woman, well, baby, they make me uncomfortable. Could you? And she could compromise because you are supposed to compromise. You're supposed to compromise. Yeah. You're not supposed to change who you are, but you're supposed to compromise for the person that you love. And so the man would be like, hey, can you not with it? Oh, you insecure. That's wrong.
Yeah.
But a man trying to control every aspect of a woman, you are insecure because you should have picked a woman that you wouldn't have to control. You don't have, if she's your woman and if y'all equally yoked, you won't have to change everything about her. And she naturally come to you, y'all naturally come together, maybe kick out a few kinks and then y'all mesh well.
Okay. Now, you just remind me of the original point I wanted to get at when you said that if you unhappy, leave. Well, you said warn her first. If she not like handling what she need to handle, leave. Why I said that's not ideal for most men is because, like I said, most men struggle with women. So this is the mindset of a dude. If I got this woman, I know how hard it was to either A, get this woman in the first place, or B, get another woman to take her spot. Like as far as
commend away. That's his problem. Because look, niggas posted, it's your job to make sure you get bitches. It's your job to make sure, like, if that's some desperate ass shit if you ask me.
No, it is, but that's the reality. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you.
And that is the reality. But the reality can change. Reality changes over time. It's up to you to create the life you want for
I
you.
Agree.
For now, you to generate those options. For you to find women that you like. That's not women's fault. Just like a lot of women get into abusive relationships and get cheated on. Those are those women's fault. You need to learn how to vet and pick a man that's equally yoked. If you are dealing with a woman that you can't even talk to, tell her that you can't even tell her, that's your fucking fault. You need to be single for as long as you need to until you find that woman. Single people, finding your soulmate looks different from everybody. Some people find their soulmate at 6, 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, and 66.
Yeah.
Do not be desperate and settle for something. Because deep down, we all know what's really meant for us. What make us feel good, but what we want, but we know what we need.
See, what you saying makes sense logically. But most people don't think logical. Yeah. So what you saying work if we put it down on paper as a logical conversation. What you saying will work if I was applying it or if you was applying it or if somebody of a like mind like us applying it.
Yeah.
For the majority, if I know it's very difficult to get women, and let's say I'm not the type of dude who necessarily capable right now of getting women. Like you said, you should work on it. Like at one point in time, my mouthpiece wasn't as developed as it is now.
Right.
So it's like, okay, cool, work on it. Like work on it, get my women. All right, cool. Like get in better shape, hit the gym more, get more. Like I started applying it, but a lot of people don't. So for the dude that's not applying it, he know that
for the dude that's not applying, you need to get out that motherfucking game. You need to get off social media. You need to turn the TV off. You need to go outside. You need to take walks in the park. You need to go to the gym. If you can't afford a gym membership, nigga, go outside and do some push-ups. You need to apply and work 2 jobs. And you need to find out what's your talent. Either go back to school or find out what's your talent and master it.
That's why I'm saying he won't like break away. That's why I'm saying he will cheat, because even though he not 100% happy here, he know if I leave, I might be lonely for X amount of time.
That's scary.
It is, but that's scary for a lot of the unknown. Is scary for
and that's some
a lot of
pussy
people.
Shit. Like you're saying, scary. That's pussy.
So
you're scared to be alone because you're not man enough to get another woman.
No, what you saying is facts, but what I'm saying is that's not how they would view it. I'm just trying to say it from the perspective.
I gave them some advice.
Like why? No, all the advice worked. Like, but for the most part, people soft. So instead of going through that hardship, going through that hell of developing himself, he gonna say, I don't know how long I'm gonna be lonely. I don't know how long.
You telling me what's going on? This is the common thing that goes on.
Like so. This why a lot of dudes cheat, because let's say, somebody like,
or they do cheat out of insecurity. Like they cheat to you be in something so long, you try to make sure you got it. It's several different reasons. A man don't just cheat just because he's not getting what he wants. That's not.
I say a man will cheat even if he 100% happy, because it's just
ego thing.
I wouldn't even say ego. It's just sexual preference, like to have variety. Mm-hmm. Now, am I saying this correct? No. A short while ago, it wasn't that long ago, I did try to argue, it's not this bad. Learning more about it, digging deeper into it, I wouldn't advise it. But at first, I was saying, like, let's say if you Jay-Z, and Jay-Z get with this regular, smuggler girl, even Beyonce. Like, let's say Jay-Z with Beyonce. Beyonce might be holding everything down, every single aspect of a wife. That still don't mean Jay-Z not gonna have a sexual desire to fuck this other fine girl. Mm-hmm. Like, does that mean Beyonce doing something wrong? No. Mm-hmm. A lot of times when I have this conversation with women, they divert it to, well, he must don't like some here. Like you said, he need to leave. But what if everything that she's offering is perfect? Well, no, like they don't understand that everything she doing might be 100% perfect.
She's selfish, and that's called greed. That's called greed. And at the end of the day, you can go and fulfill that desire, but fulfill the desire for one night, hurt your wife.
Yeah.
Fulfill is that put my dick in a pussy for one night, put my dick in a pussy for 3 years, cause my wife a lifetime of pain.
Yeah.
You make that decision. You can have a desire, but it's all on. I don't believe all men cheat. I believe there are good men. I believe there are faithful men, and I've seen it as well.
If you was to break it up in a percentage, what percentage of men you think don't cheat?
I'm gonna be honest. You could. I don't know, but okay. I do know, just like how I exist, and I'm a woman that believes in submission. I know who I am.
Yeah.
And it ain't just because I'm a woman. I take away the gender stuff. That's the problem. It's too many gender wars. It's too many genders that are not trying to understand each other, to come together. A lot of this shit creates division.
Yeah.
A lot of other podcasts, they only put man and woman together to argue and bicker and still don't come together, come to a conclusion, come to an understanding. I don't know, but I don't care.
Okay.
I know they exist.
I would say it's like, if I was to put it in percentage, I'd say less than 10. But this is why. Because let's say I heard this example from,
and then you can only
brother,
believe. I'm sorry, one more thing. You can only believe as far as your own perception of how you view the world as well. A lot of people, my perception is based off of me. And I'm a very optimistic person. And it's never going to change no matter how much cheating I see. Because I exist. Yeah. And I don't allow it to. I've been a person that's been abused by a man. I've been cheated on the whole relationship when I was with a man. I never cheated once. And I still left it because that's what men want women to think. That's not what I would think. I would never accept it. I would still continue to be me. I still didn't go out here and diss him. I could have did a lot of stuff. I could have did a lot of stuff in return when it was getting done to me. I keep myself pure. I keep myself genuine. I keep myself whole. That's how I know other men like me exist. Because it's not even about gender. It's about your soul. It's about your spirit.
I would say temptation is the biggest drive to cheat. And temptation comes from the lack of something. Once you experience something, that temptation will go down more. So let's say we're going to use a term everybody know, Adam and Eve. Mm-hmm. Eve can eat off whatever goddamn tree she want to eat off except this one tree. Now, just like Eve, just like everybody, when we haven't experienced some, now we interested in to see, what the hell is that like? Like, she ain't never ate off this one tree. So she like, I don't know if this shit tastes horrible or is this the best shit ever? Like, that's enticing. You see what I'm saying? So, since back to the other point, most men struggle with women. Let's say if overnight I become a millionaire, overnight I become him. And now I never had this much female attention and now I got it from all the women I sought after previously. Now they want me. That's like the tree Eve could eat from. So it's like, even though I got a girl, and I'm not advocating this, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm going to go into depth later on about why you shouldn't do it regardless, no matter who you are. Hold on, this is the next podcast, dude. Hold on, bro. Let me hit you right back. I'm in the middle of another episode right quick. All right. So, he said send the location. Nigga, I said the last time.
Bring the camera up. Something.
You say what?
Bring the camera up. Something weird angle.
It look weird. It look straight. It look cool.
To you.
It look cool.
To you.
It look cool.
To you.
See, you gotta take a deep breath, look back at it, and look out. No. Alright, so what I was saying was, now that he got this abundance of women, he like, damn, like, even though I got this girl, like, they've been holding me down, there's still damn, but I never experienced this.
It's intriguing, it's new, it's fresh, it's a new experience.
Now,
it's exciting.
Yeah, like, at first I was saying, gee, if you create enough heaven for your girl and y'all communicate and y'all have a talk and she agrees with you stepping out under whatever term.
I think it depends on the age. You should outgrow pussy and titties and ass by a certain age. You should have been having. It's just like Twinkies. When I first had, I first had a bite of a motherfucking Twinkie, I couldn't stop. Yeah. Then it got to a point I was sick, like type shit. So it depends. Like, I did say a while back, I said that I would get with a man, but we wouldn't be as serious. And I have a boyfriend, and you can go out and do your thing. Just don't be disrespectful. Yeah. STDs, babies, me seeing condoms or evidence. Yeah. Do your thing. I wouldn't, if I'm, and that's, people not going to agree with it. Yeah. But that's like, it depends on the age range. But at the same time, not now, not that I'm 25. It's like, no, I'll just be single. I mean, it's a maturity level as well. Yeah. That's immature thinking. That's immature.
See, for the most part, I would say, I wouldn't necessarily say it's immature. I would say It's just a discipline thing. He don't. Well, first part is the knowledge part, because on the surface level, it seems okay. Before, like, I had to dig quite a bit deeper in knowledge to unravel why I would advise against it. But like on the surface level, and even digging a little deep, you don't find too much wrong with it, because let's say if I'm with a girl and I'm literally creating heaven for her, like she is in heaven, she in peace. If I'm creating this peace for her and I bring up to her in conversation, because it shouldn't be done secretly, but I bring up to her in conversation that I'm interested in doing X, Y, and Z, and we agree to certain terms or whatever. Mm-hmm. She probably say, well, I don't want you fucking like this many times a month. You gotta fuck this with the, like whatever she comes with it, whatever we agree to, cool. Then I continue to take care of all my obligations to her, and 9 times out of 10, when I had this conversation, a woman want to be kept in the dark. She don't want you to go tell her when you finna go fuck.
Right.
Like, she want to be kept in the dark, like you said, no evidence, nothing. Cool. You handle your business, still taking full care of her. Everybody at peace. You happy, she happy. So surface level, bruh, is nothing wrong with this. Then after digging deeper, it's like, okay, when a woman has sex with a man, she releases oxytocin, per-bonding hormone. So when you fuck this other girl, nothing is happening to you, but you are corrupting her. You are making her release this hormone, and it's making her bond to you. So when she go get with a dude that she want to take serious and they want to move forward with each other, her relationship is more hurt because she been having casual sex with you. Bam, that's the one no-no. The second no-no is, like you said, it might bring your girl emotional trauma and disturbance, even if she agreed to it. Like, she might say,
bring about insecurity.
Yeah, all type of shit. Yeah, B. C, goddamn. When you
I don't think a man could cheat if he's happy. Because he can be happy with that woman, but you're not happy within yourself. And if you greed, if greed doesn't come, being happy means being at peace. Greed corrupts peace. You're not content with. That's just my opinion.
We greed, cause my homie girl, the one we was having this conversation with, she said the exact same thing. And a lot of times people say words, don't understand the meaning of the words. So before I responded, I looked up greed and the regular plain text and the etymology meaning of greed. I'm like, okay, for she right. Like, I can't even debate this. This is greedy. But in looking into it, I'm like, greed isn't necessarily always a bad thing. Because say if I'm a king or a ruler, and let's say I run East Memphis. If I'm sustainable, if everything is doing what it's supposed to do, it will be greedy to take on any other land. Greed comes into play when you are sustainable and you still seek more. Every king, ruler, and emperor was greedy. That's how you build an empire. Okay. Like, you have to.
But that's for kings. That's not for a relationship and you being with a woman. See, that's two different things.
I would say, if I'm in a relationship, I tell my
greed
girl,
is not a bad thing for kings when they're trying to build their empire, but greed is a bad thing when you're a man telling a woman you're going to commit to her. Okay. That's two totally different entities.
See, let's say, in the context of I am building an empire. Let's say I am building an empire, whether it's from podcasting, whether it's real estate, whether it's this, whether it's that. Like, I'm building some type of empire. Cool. It won't be greedy, like you said. Well, it's still greedy. It won't be seen as too bad if I buy another podcasting company, make them work for me.
Right.
That's still greedy,
right?
But it's understandable,
right?
So I feel like the only difference in the relationship part is not understood as widely as the other part, as the territorial part is. Because
it's not understood.
It's the same thing. You just not understanding it.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's you talking about a business versus you talking about another person's emotions, body, relationship, their future. Okay. It's not the same thing, because when you got into a relationship with this woman, you as a man supposed to keep your word, and you made a promise that you would be faithful. If that is the case, you need to find a woman that's okay with that, because there are women that are okay with that.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
You're not supposed to. I don't advise.
No, I don't think you is. I'm responding. It's not the same thing. You talking about a king and an empire. Then you talking about you as a businessman in the podcast, and then we go over here and talk about a man and a woman in a relationship that's supposed to be monogamous. It's not the same thing.
No, I don't say. Like, I wouldn't say this example is for a relationship that's supposed to be monogamous, because then you deceiving her. It should never be a deception. That's my point. Like, it should be.
It's no exceptions. It's literally no exceptions when you're in a monogamous relationship. You just leave. The woman should leave, because women cheat as well. We keep talking about men cheating. Women cheat as well too. If the man not making money, they would cheat for a bigger pocket, taller nigga, or a bigger dick. They'll do that too. It's not just. That's why I don't believe all men cheat, because I done seen a lot of women cheat.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm a woman that's faithful even when I was getting cheated on. That's why I keep my belief the way it is now. If it's going to elevate the way that I think, then I accept it. I appreciate the challenges, but no, it's not going to change.
Like, because I say, if y'all agree to be monogamous and don't cheat, that's flawed.
But polygamy,
like, if like I said, you supposed to come to her in conversation and say, look, babe, this how I'm feeling. This what it is. This what I made. Now, if she say, I decline, I disagree, you're not going to step out. If you still step out, you bogus. Like, it's that simple. Like, if
just break up with it and get you two bitches. Man, bro, life is very simple. We complicate life by trying to be greedy or trying to force some shit. What's meant for you will come to you, will gravitate towards you, will find you. People, we settle and then wonder why we unhappy. The nigga, okay, let's say a dude get with a woman that he's really not attracted to because he can't get other women.
Yeah.
He cheated on her because you knew you didn't like that bitch. You knew you didn't like the bitch. You didn't like how she did clean. You didn't like the hobbies. Y'all ain't had nothing coming, but you knew, like you said, it would be a long time, and he was lonely. Yo, that's your dumb ass. You gotta have the discipline. You gotta have the strength. You gotta have the resilience. Be like, nope, I'll be single. I play on my laptop. I play guitar. I write my lyrics. I go play basketball. I go chase I go find myself, fall in love with myself until I find a woman that can make me genuinely and sincerely fall in love with.
Yeah. See, I feel like a lot of times life just so much of a rush then, especially because social media, we able to compare and contrast where we at versus where other people at. Bruh, if you, and as a man, if you anywhere under 30, really under 40, gee, you straight. Like say if I'm 32, I don't get my life together. This going wrong, that going wrong. My finances ain't where they supposed to be. I'm out of shape. I'm not as smart and sharp as I want. Right, it's cool. Because as a man, as time go on, you still able to be straight. And the only reason I'm saying as a man, because I feel like as a woman, is different for the majority of people. Now, some women, even when they get 50, 60, they still gonna be in shape. They still gonna be like working on themselves. Like, I get some women are just exceptions.
But it still don't count because, okay, I get what you're saying. You got a woman that look bad as fuck in her 20s and 30s, and she fine and high, and just thinking it's all.
She get 40 is over.
Okay, but I think that guy's more. Damn, you just made me forget what I was going to say. That got more so to do with her insides. You reap what you sow. I have a lot of options, but I don't think I always have these options just off of how I look. It's off of who I am.
Facts.
I don't think as women, because I used to watch a lot of Kevin Samuels. That's their narrative he put out there. You got a ticking time bomb. That's not true. As long as you take care of yourself, you always have options. Yeah. Everybody it's somebody for everybody. Everybody likes different things. You got you got younger men that like older women. You got older men that like older women. You got older men like younger women. You got,
I would say you always gonna have options, male or female. You always gonna have options.
Yeah. But they don't. Oh, this is what I was
saying. Your options will diminish.
This is what I was finna say. Not true. Not for everybody. Because it's not true. It's really not true. But this is what I was gonna say. What is the problem that people have is, what is options? Options are not things that you could take that you don't want. That's just like me saying I go to a restaurant and I want fish or steak and all the fuck they have is taco and fries. Is that really a fucking option if I don't want it? So when you in your 20s and 30s and all of that, and you say, well, they don't have the options, shit, they really didn't have them then because they didn't want them niggas. So does it really count? Do you have the men that you want seeking you? Or do you just have niggas that will buy you dinner and fuck you? Then you got a nigga that just will lay up with you. Then you got a nigga that'll buy you shit but never marry you.
You said you disagree with the options diminish over time. Like, let's talk about that. Like, so say if you in your 20s or whatever, you in prime shape, everything about you is more in this prime 9 times out of 10. Like we said earlier, it's some women and it's some men that's exceptions to the rules. Like, this man or this woman is not the norm.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you are exception to the rule, you don't apply to generalized conversations.
Well, yeah, because majority of people, I guess, don't keep themselves up, don't eat healthy, don't think
like, how many women, because I'm thinking right now, and I literally only know like 2, and I know a lot of people. How many women or men, I'm not singling out no gender, how many adults over the age of 40 do you know go to the gym consistently? I don't know many.
Yeah, a lot of older black women are overweight. Yeah.
Like, me too.
See, I'm projecting too because I'm thinking about me because I ain't losing my shit. I watch what I eat now. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter what, I'm trying to be the best until I motherfucking die.
But out of all the people I know around our age, I don't know many people go to the gym.
Okay.
So if you don't go to the gym now.
But okay, this is my thing. You can't just say a woman's options diminish and the man's options increases because let me tell you this. How many men I know, let's go on Bill. Let's look around. A lot of men in their 40s is still on the same shit, working at warehouses.
Yeah.
They not coming up. They probably could get more younger women. Bitch, I'll buy you a 4 for 4 and I'll take you downtown. That's how you get them because that little money is something to them 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
See, that's why I say dudes like have a greater advantage in age because let's say a woman is 50, a man is 50. If both of these people are exceptions to the rules, none of this shit apply to them anyway.
But if it's average,
if that woman is 50 and she is in shape, she not defensive, she got a great mindset, she very submissive, she very nice, she very like all these feminine qualities. This rule don't apply to her for shit. You say like, because I know like one of my brothers, his girl is, I want to say like mid-30s. He 21. 10 times out of 10, he would prefer her over every girl our age. Why? All the qualities I just named: in shape, feminine, submissive, like willing to build, like cooperative.
That's what that's really logical. The biggest thing is really to cooperate. A lot of women don't want to cooperate, and because you have a lot of people that don't like. Everybody not like me.
Yeah.
I just left the relationship. I told you because I don't fucking count it as a real relationship because it really wasn't a real relationship. I got out of the day that I got out of the relationship. I still said nope. I still believe all good men exist. I still don't believe all men are the same.
That's important.
So a lot of women will go through bad men and change after that for the worse, become bitter. Yeah, that's true. And so then it's like. Get a man and it's like, oh, I ain't gotta do this. I ain't gotta do this. Right? And you don't know. And then it's like, you need to go off and heal from this shit. Yeah. And then you need to see, he's not telling you to change. He's telling you how to work with him.
Now, keep in mind what you just said. The more time you go through bullshit, it corrupts your thinking and your heart. So a woman that's 50 versus a woman that's in her 20s.
You can mold her.
The woman is 50 is bringing her traumas to you. So it's multiple different reasons we can go down the line as to why men would prefer the younger woman over the older woman.
Yeah, in most cases. Prefer because they be broke as hell too, and because a lot of younger women require the bare minimum versus a woman that's older that's already experienced.
I disagree with that because a young woman. Let's look at like right now today. If you're a young woman who are your like influences more than likely, unless you go on your own and do intense study.
I'm telling you, I ain't going for that shit because you interviewing me, so I don't let Jada Wade or all that
that's
shit.
the majority of what young women are influenced by. If you a young woman, you listen to them and they say, "Oh, you get niggas to trick off," so
and that's the
those
problem
women
too. But
won't settle.
But that's not settling though, because every man can't provide that at a young age. You should understand that. You shouldn't demand from a man that you can't bring to the table.
Now, you preach it to the choir. I agree with you. But I'm saying most people don't think like this. So you said that
this is a hard conversation, guys. Because
you said the dude might get with the younger girl because he's broke and she would accept it. I say that the older woman might accept it more. Let me explain why. Because now that she has her own things, she has her own house, her own car, her own kids, her own responsibilities that she have to provide for. She understands money now more than a young woman will understand money. So she understands and she is more empathetic to your financial situation because, like I said, she understands money now. The younger woman don't understand.
Don't give a fuck.
I got with so many women who don't understand the concept of money. Like whether they like still stay with their parents and their parents take care of everything, or every nigga they will take care of everything or whatever. Like they don't understand the worth of a dollar. So they say, let's go to Bora Bora and spend $3,000.
It's not that they don't understand it. That's entitlement and selfishness. A lot of women, not all, but there are a lot of women that are selfish and entitled.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of women end up hurt, because you don't date a man. I ended up dating broke men because I didn't care what he had, and that's a problem. You still supposed to care. Because if I work hard, I still should have a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm very down to earth, and I had to learn the hard way. Still try to date somebody that's on your level. There's nothing wrong with it. But I've dated men that didn't have cars, jobs, and all that shit. And I dated them solely for how they made me feel, how they treated me. Now, you can meet somewhere in the middle on that. You shouldn't go after a man that can't do shit for you just cause how he treats you and he not having no ambition.
Facts.
And you shouldn't go after a man that can buy you everything and treat you like he don't give a fuck about you because he buy you everything.
Like the younger, like I was saying, the older woman, she understands, but she empathetic. So if you not in the best financial position, since she's older, she understands that like she not gonna live forever. So if she 50 and the average life expectancy is like 72, she ready to settle down. She not finna be too picky no more about like, oh, he don't make this, he don't make. She like, bruh, if you willing to love me and I'm willing to love you, let's be more than likely. Now the young woman, bruh, she got so many options. I would disagree with what you said about she will like get with the dude that's broker because she like, bruh, all these niggas in my DMs.
But every woman don't have a lot of options. A lot of, like you said, a lot of these 20, especially around here, if we talking about Memphis, Tennessee, like let's be real, bro. Like let's be real. I done seen a lot of younger girls fuck with a dude just because they can buy them certain things and they don't have. I mean, okay.
Like, but you see what I'm saying by why the younger woman would be less likely to get to the.
Tell you, I seen it. I seen what you're talking about. I know 3 women that CNA, a manager for a warehouse, and I don't know what the other one do, but I don't date my friends or nothing. But
hey, how you doing?
They not my friends or nothing, but we went out for the first time to eat or whatever.
Yeah.
And these women, I was the youngest woman at the table. I'm 25. One of them was like 40 something, and she just was like telling, just drinking and stuff. And she was like, the dude don't pay shit. The dude live. I'm just saying, the dude live at her shit, don't have a job. And I was trying to make sense of that shit. What the fuck he doing that then? Like, but damn, she was overweight.
Yeah.
Low on options. It just shit. I mean, just low on options, and they'll do that. But it's circumstantial and situational once again, because what I say is true too. There are like, and then I do feel like a lot of older men, and I'm speaking for because a lot of older men, they haven't done the work on themselves and stuff. That's why they end up in the same situation that they was in their 20s, and they have to date younger because the women they age, they can buy their own shit. So what can you do for me that I can't do for myself?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta do something more extravagant. So it's like it's different. What you say, just because what you say is true don't mean what I say isn't true. Just because what I say is true don't mean what you say, because I have seen I seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I have seen older women deal with, it's weird, but it's like it's an insecurity in them too. But if you competitive and you work on yourself, you wouldn't be insecure. That's y'all problem. You know, you don't work on yourself. That's why people walk around insecure and settle and then point the finger and you ain't good enough when really you're not good enough. Yeah. You're not good enough for yourself.
See, why I would say that rule don't necessarily apply to men as hard as it do to women is because, women don't value looks the same way dudes value looks. Like, if let's say I'm gonna say Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk might not be that attractive to this girl or this girl. Let's say a dude that is more attractive than Elon Musk, but he work at Amazon. I ain't gonna lie. Most women will like do the hierarchy rankings and say, well, I'm gonna go with Elon. You see what I'm saying?
So true.
Like a dude is less, and I'm not talking about
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the lame, bogus
That's
dudes.
a good point that I've never heard. I watch a lot of motherfucking podcasts. That's a good point that that is true. Like, and then, because I have dated a lot I think I'm beautiful. I know I am. Thank you. I have dated a lot of guys that I knew I was not attracted to.
Yeah.
I'm 5'10". I've dated a dude that was 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah.
I dated dudes that I knew I wasn't physically attracted to because I was trying to see what their insides look like.
Exactly. Now, a lot of last podcast, a girl said that she was like, I will like go see.
But it's not good. Do not do it. You still can find someone. You can find someone. You just got to be patient. You can find someone that can treat you good. They ain't gonna be rich, but they can be on your level and give you what you need and support you financially. They can bring what you bring and be attractive. Do not do it. This is
shit like I already did.
Disclaimer. I'm sorry. I dated somebody that was short, fat. I was unattracted to. I dated a nigga I thought was lame as hell because I'm like, oh, maybe he's a good person.
Yeah, since he's not the bad boy type.
No.
I say like dudes, and I'm not trying to speak for the lame ass, bum ass, and like I'm not a voice for them. So most dudes won't really care about what they girl making. So a dude won't do that same thing. A dude won't pick a ugly, successful girl.
No, they won't.
They
will pick
broke,
a pretty broke. They would a nigga would have to. And I'm not a man, but I'm just going out common sense. A nigga would have. I seen this shit. A nigga would have a woman that's ready to be his sugar mama, but if she ain't fine, he'll go date a broke girl.
It's always so that rule don't apply for men, but it apply for women.
How you age depends on you, because age don't make you ugly. How you treat yourself and how you carry yourself at certain ages make you ugly.
All right. Let me finish this point. So if the dude is unattractive, let's say he out of shape, like you said, he short, out of shape, a negative person, everything. If he got money on and this other positive, broke ass nigga don't got paid, bro, the girl will say, gee, well, you know the saying, I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than in a Honda. I'd rather cry in Dubai than in my
well, that positive nigga wouldn't make her cry though.
Yeah. What? Like he might be positive.
You funny as hell.
That still don't mean he not.
Oh, you know what? You right.
You
right.
I can be positive as shit.
You right.
And flawed.
You right. Because I ain't gonna lie. You right. You are fucking right.
So it's like that's why I say.
You said
like, that's why I say like all the rules for women don't apply for men and vice versa. All the rules for men don't apply to women. So as a dude, I can afford to be more unattractive.
Too. I think like I don't agree with gender wars, and I still stand on what I say. You can't say men cheat more, men do this more. It's situation circumstantial, but it is the problem. Yeah, we do need to accept that sometimes some rules only apply to not even only apply. It's just we don't respect the differences between.
Yeah, like people try to say, VT, you got a lot of double standards. Food, life has double standards. Like, don't try to come to me about something I didn't create.
Because men and women will never be the same.
Never.
And you gotta respect. That's the problem in relationships. Like, I think if you cheat, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. But me, for example, when I'm in a relationship, no matter how long I've been with this man, it's certain stuff that I'ma still do for my man. No matter how comfortable he make me in a relationship, I'ma still chase him. I'ma still woo him. I'ma still make him chase me. I'ma still like be sexy for him. I'ma still keep it spicy and stuff. And so it's like, because I know men are visual, because I know men like variety, I'm gonna get my hair. You do have to keep your man just like a man got to keep his woman. You buy her stuff while you dating her, and then you get with her, and you stop courting her and wooing her. A man need to know what a woman like. A woman, that's the people problem. Like, you expect a person to be exactly you. No, they're a reflection of you. Just because they're a reflection of you don't mean they're you.
Yeah.
You still need to respect the differences. Even if your man feet fucking stinking, he had a long ass day. A man don't want to hear that yapping all the time. Write the nigga no, say, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to understand what your man like or what he don't like, you know what I'm saying? And respect it. And you can't say, well, I would do this. You got to respect the differences in order to come together.
Yeah. Like, bro, a lot of time, like you said, on how niggas don't want to hear yapping, none of this shit. Just a lot of times, I don't need my girl to say nothing. Like, literally, like, nothing at all. Because, like, if we together, but sometimes I probably got some shit I need to think about. I need to study something. I need to write in my notes. I just want you around. Like, I just want you here.
Wanting peace.
Yeah, like, I just want you to sit right here. I'm going to pull my notebook out. I got some shit I need to study. I'm going to lay back on you and I'm going to just write. Like, because I don't need you trying to talk to me because you're going to fuck up, like, my concentration on what I'm doing. You can just sit on your phone and be on TikTok the whole. Just have your AirPods in.
That's
like,
y'all enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
That's y'all, what's it called? Existing together.
Yeah.
You want a woman that's able to exist with you and not feel insecure because you being quiet.
Yeah.
Be like, why you ain't talking? Why you ain't? And respect what you trying to do and support you.
Like, bro,
that's what a lot of men want.
Like, know? I'm not the type to, like, really be overly social. I don't think I'm antisocial. Like, I don't
you
think
not
that.
Like my ass. I talk a lot.
Nah, like, when I'm around people I know I fuck with, I talk. If we in a room, say if me and you know each other, and we go in a room of 20 more folks, I'm not finna talk to him. Like, I will be a man, and I'm gonna greet myself to everybody. If a dude with a girl, I greet the dude first before I greet the girl out of respect. Like, I won't touch the girl. I shake the dude's head, just like nod my head at the girl. Like, cool, I greet everybody, chop it up with everybody. But after that, after the initial greeting stage, you not finna see me in this motherfucker talking to everybody. Cause like, I want to just sit back, see what I can learn, see what I can listen to. Yeah, like, let me see how I can peep the room.
You gotta be careful with it because opposites attract. So your soulmate is probably gonna be the opposite. You's gonna challenge you, but you gotta communicate. Be like, babe, I got a lot on my mind. Man, just chill. You know what I'm saying? We could hug. I got some fish, but I need some peace and silence.
Like,
and if she don't understand it, and if she don't respect it, that's not your woman.
I ain't the type to like plan dates. Like, I be overly busy. Like, for example, how old you 21.
You should be single. You should be single, everybody.
Nah, check this out. So, say after this podcast, I got one at 4. After that one, I got one at 6. Get done at like 7:30, 8. Wrap everything good, be done by like 8:30. Go home.
You need a date. Bro, let's be honest, bro. You don't need no girlfriend.
Nah, I go on dates. I won't plan the date. Like, this how I go. Cause like, dates don't run across my head. Like, I don't
see why you in a relationship.
Yeah, like, I don't sit at home and say, I want to go on this type of date this weekend. No. If I'm at home, I'm editing. After I get done editing, I'm working on stocks. Get done with stocks, I get in the shower and I go to bed. Gee, it's no room in my fucking head to plan on a date, bro. After I get done, I wake up, I'm texting folks who finna be on the next podcast. Cool. Like, then I repeat the same steps.
But right now, you in your early 20s, and it's not good for you to be. You should date and have fun, but it's not good for you. You right now, you on a mission.
Yeah.
You ain't got time. You don't have time, and it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, I tell my girl, you plan a date.
You on bullshit.
No, look, this is what I say. This is what I say. You plan a date, cause I'm not I'm the type of person where I'm perfectly fine with not going out. I'm perfectly fine with us like staying in the house for 6 months straight. Like that's just the type of person I am. She not. She the type of person. She want to go out. She want to go on dates. She want to get dressed up.
You don't think you pick you a girl that just understand it though, and it's like that. I mean, I was like that too. But I was like that 2021, 2022. I went out one time. I was cool after 6 months. Then I wanted to do something. I don't gotta go out, but now I'm kind of like you. I'm dream chasing, so I don't go out to waste time, but I go out to further my future.
Yeah.
But I think with you too obsessed with your future, not in a negative way.
Yeah.
So you not gonna do that. You not gonna you obsessed with what you trying to do right now. So that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I told her. So. I'm like.
So you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I told her since I don't think like that, and you do think like that. Since I'm perfectly fine with staying in the house for a million days straight, like. Say, like, I do like movies and shit. So, say if a new 5 movie came out, I'm like, hey, babe, we do need to go see this. But, like, for the most part, I'm comfortable with just chilling and, like, not doing no extracurricular activities for months on end.
Yeah, I think that's just because you grinding right now.
Since she not like that, I told her, look, since I don't think like that, I'm not finna start thinking like that. I lie to you to say I'm gonna start thinking like that. But, like, I will adapt to what you want to do. So, since you think like that, you plan the dates. Like, just give me some options. Like, she'll text me like, okay, you want to do this? Because she don't want to pick exactly which one. So, I just say, send me the options. So, she'll send me like 3-4 options. And I'll be like, no. It's between these two. All right, cool. I pick this one. Bam.
Y'all worked it out. For me, hell nah. But y'all worked it out. You found somebody that work it out with you that y'all can do that with. So.
Hey, yeah, because I'm like, gee,
that's good.
I'm not finna sit here and say, let me look on TikTok.
You need to get out of this shit, though. Like, you make time for what you want, and how to sustain a relationship. Quality time is okay, but you need to spice it up every now and then. How you get her? How did you get her? How did you get her?
I swear I'm not even making this up. This is exactly how I got her. Bam. I already had her number in my phone. Like, we went to school together. But this like 2 years later. This 2 years after we graduated, but this 3 years from last time.
Graduated 2 years ago. Such a baby.
this like 3 years from the last time I talked to her. Because I left this school early, transferred to another school. So I just scrolled through my phone. I said, contact. I'm like, just hit up. What you been on? Cool, like it's this. I ain't do nothing special.
But you know, that's how you know. But I mean, if you didn't, but it's special to her, then it works for y'all. Everybody different, so I can't say, "Oh, you a bad boyfriend." Nah, I just say for me, well, shit, fuck no. But for y'all too, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Yeah. I'm glad she okay. I'm glad you found a woman because a man, while he grinding, he do need a support system.
Yeah,
and if you're gonna be in a relationship with a woman, she needs to be a woman that understands and supports your goals and believe you damn near more than you believe in yourself. Yeah. Not really. You gotta believe in yourself because you gotta make it happen.
It's a fine line between grinding singly and grinding in a relationship. And I had to identify this.
That's like hard.
When I went through my last breakup and I was single for like quite some time. And it was a good thing because in this time period, I was the most focused ever, bro. Like at first, like for like the 6 months after we first broke up, I'm heartbroken, I'm depressed, I ain't really grinding too much, After that, I started like really building myself up. I'm in the gym every day. I'm reading every day, meditating every day, like praying multiple times a day, reading this book, reading that book, take notes of this, take notes of that. You
finding yourself.
Man, what? Cuz after that, I was going ham. And this is the bad thing about that though. As a dude, I naturally get horny. I naturally want female attention. Cool. Okay. Let's say I go 4 months straight, not even looking the female way. Say this 5th month, for whatever reason, I'm extra horny. You see what I'm saying? Like, for this 5th month, I will spend too much time getting women. Because,
it's an imbalance.
Yeah, like, keep in mind, me getting women is not the same thing as a woman getting a man. I can't just, like you said, dress sexy, go on bill, get a dude. Get a girl. You see what I'm saying? I would actually have to, like, spend a little bit more time getting women. You see what I'm saying?
Because of the type of woman you want, or
not even that. Because at this time, I didn't really care. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like at this time, I was just chopping shit. Like I wouldn't. You feel
what
me?
you mean chop? What that mean?
Chopping. Like
nah, I'm not from here. I don't know what that mean. What does that mean? Talking or fucking? That's what they mean. Chopping shit. That's what these kids said. Chopping shit. Chopping shit. Hell no.
So, like at the time, I didn't necessarily care about vetting whatever woman I was interested in. So it didn't take that much time.
So you spend a lot of time fucking your 5th month, and you don't like that.
Yeah,
you
like
find the balance, man. Shit.
Because say like, bro, if I gotta spend 2 hours out of my day, like say if I'm talking to 5 different women, right? I spend a little bit over an hour talking to this girl, a little bit over an hour. I might spend like 30 minutes chopping it up in person with this girl. Like, bro, it's too much. So by the 6th month, I cut everybody back off. I'm back around. So it's like it keep going to that inconsistent flow.
Being young, having a little fun though, and then you getting back to business.
Yeah, like, but
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't like that. Like, I like constant work. I'm not
still being consistent. You being hard on yourself. You going hard for 4 months straight. Okay, then a month. Maybe still be a little productive in that month. You gotta find your balance.
I don't like balance. Like this the thing. This the thing. I
life is about creating and chasing and maintaining the balance. That's life.
No, I do agree with you have to create it in some way. I don't agree with it the way most people agree with it. Let's say we was up the whole 24 hours in a day. People would say, work for 12 hours, have fun for 12 hours. I don't agree. I say, for the next 5 years of your life, work every single hour for the next 24 hours. Then after that, you would have created enough cushion for yourself for the rest of your life. You will never have to work again.
But that's the way you look at it.
Yeah, that's the balance I agree with. I don't agree with working 12 hours, resting 12 hours.
You gotta find it because with me, I'm like that too. But guess what? I got sick. When I walked in here, I just told you I was sick. My body like shut down yesterday.
Yeah.
My whole body was aching. My voice is still hoarse. And that's because I'm like your ass. I don't even sleep.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. Like people be like, what the fuck you doing up at this time? I be up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, plotting, scheming, planning, dreaming.
Yeah.
And so it took my friends like being scared. They scared I'm gonna end up in the hospital because like I don't sleep. I get like 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe a good 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I be up late at night in the morning and up early in the morning. Yeah, up early in the morning. So I get what you're saying, but I see what it's doing to me. It's just like I need to find some type of balance because it's gonna eat you alive.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I say life will force you to take risks. That's when I rest. Like, why? Yeah.
Too, but my friends get mad. That's what I said.
While I'm capable of working, because at some point I'm gonna have a kid.
You push yourself.
Yeah. At some point I might get sick. I'm gonna have a kid. At some point my mama might need me for this. Daddy might need me for this. Those are natural risks that life give you. So, like, while I can work, I'm not gonna make time for free time.
That's what I said. Like today, I can show you the message when we get done with this shit.
Yeah.
I told all my friends I'm not doing nothing today. Look what I'm in. Like I told her, I swear to you, like, what you did out there? I said, man, shit, I unpacked, clean upstairs, downstairs. I done folded clothes. I done did laundry. I done scheduled some appointments. And I told them all yesterday, I was sick. I said, I ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Is it in you or it ain't in you?
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
But because mine started when I was young. Like mine started in 7th grade. Like since 7th grade, I've been working like this. Good. So
you just see, you know what it is. You see your you see how you see your potential, and you ain't gonna stop till you get that motherfucker. You see it, other people don't see it, so you so obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, fuck all that. I stop when I get there.
Yeah,
that's your mindset,
like, bruh.
That's mine too.
And then I seen the like what work ethic can do. Like, let's say in 6th grade, I was the worst thing on the team. Like, I'm talking about, bro, barely getting the game. By 8th grade, I was starting over everybody. I'm in all the all-star games. Yeah, like I'm getting recruited by different schools. Out the game, so it's like, gee, okay, cool.
But would you think? Okay, but you got a girlfriend now. what would you do if you didn't have a girlfriend? You still would just like miss out on female attention? And
I just keep repeating the same steps. Yeah, like
so you wouldn't have sex?
I didn't plan on getting with her. Like me and her recorded a couple days ago, and we said this on camera. Like I didn't meet her with the intention. Like when I had hit her up, like, hey, what you been on? I was only finna chop. Like it was not a I'm seriously considering this.
So if you didn't have her, you think you just go years without having sex?
Nah, I still have sex, but I won't commit to nobody.
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. You 21.
It'll just be casual sex.
You're 20. Well, you 21.
But
you're 20.
I want 21. But I want to establish everything early. Like I plan on getting married around like 24.
Even if she ain't, your wife will find you and y'all still have some agreement until it's that time for her to get your attention.
Yeah.
The woman that's meant for you will understand what you're trying to do and support you no matter what.
Yeah.
As long as you're genuine and as long as you don't cheat. Because you say you think every man cheats. So, I mean, if you cheat, then don't be like, damn, I wish I had a down bitch because you did. So.
Yeah. Like, I feel like it's like tit for tat because in a relationship, you able to grind, but you don't get this same level of grind as you did when you single. Because when I was single, I had nobody to answer to, nobody to check in with, nobody like, I'm 100% every hour of the day focusing on whatever I'm building. But like I said, it was the bad thing was when you do get like overly horny or however you want to call it, it do interfere with your grind. Now, in a relationship, I'm able to like stay balanced. I'm able to like work like this much consistently, relationship this much consistently. Like one never really outweigh the other. But the bad thing is, let's say with my girl, I spend 2 hours a day building our relationship. If I do this every single day, this might total up in 3 months worth of time, like over a 6-month period or whatever. When I was single, over a 6-month period, I just fucked off like 1 or 2 months worth. But it was like consistent 1 or 2 months, like at a time. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that was the bad thing. So it's like, on one hand, I'm like, damn, do I get less time to be productive while I'm in a relationship? But I think it's worth it because one of the greatest pleasures a dude will ever get is a woman. Okay. Like, so would I get less time to focus on building the empire? Yes.
Is it an equal
trade-off? Yes. Like, I don't agree with no other heaven as far as like after death or this, that, and the third. No. The greatest heaven for a dude is within a woman, vice versa. First is within yourself. You build your own paradise and empire. Then is within the woman. So I feel like it's an equal trade-off. Like I feel like it's cool. Like if I get less time to build the empire, but I'm getting my heaven through you, just straight. Like,
I agree with him, but disclaimer: I'm religious. I'm Christian. I believe in heaven. I believe in God. I believe in not right after death. I believe in probably nothing after death, but I feel like it's a day that you're gonna have to answer to everything. Okay. That you're gonna have to meet your maker.
Okay. Now I was finna go into a different topic, like to eat it on. Well, what time is it?
Because I'm hungry as fuck, you guys. And I'm ready to go eat. This was great.
Okay. So the other topic takes a while. I was going to go into the life after death thing. That's going to take some time.
I believe in several things. Well, fuck. Go ahead.
I was saying, we can go into that, but that's going to take some time. Like, because you go explain what you got to explain. I'm going to pick it to that. I would say what I say, you gonna pick it to what I say. Like, so to shorten it up, we can end it on this question. Do you think it's necessary for your partner or whoever's partner to understand, like, for example, do you think it's necessary for you to understand what I'm explaining to you in order for you to do it? Or do you think you should just do it whether you understand or not?
If you're my husband, I would do it whether I understand it or not, and whether it's like, as long as it's not like me killing somebody.
Yeah.
I don't now because that's how I submit to God.
Okay.
I submit to God first, so I know how to submit to my husband. God has me doing a lot of shit that I don't think makes sense. I be sick. I'm telling you, I done put a man in jail for raping somebody this past Sunday. Damn. My life is intense as a motherfucker. I was homeless this whole fucking year until a couple days ago. Yeah. Sleeping in my car, sleeping in a hotel, sleeping anywhere else, and still God had me out here helping these dumbass motherfuckers. Not all of them are dumb, but some of the shit he had me doing and saying didn't make sense to me. But lean not into your own understanding. Yeah. And so that's how I view my husband. Shit, I'm a worship my husband just like not just how, but as if we're similar to the way I worship God. Okay. No, I'm not gonna. No, my husband though. You hear me? My husband.
Well, what's the difference?
My husband. What the fuck you mean? What's the difference?
I was saying the difference. The difference in the literal sense is he just didn't give you a ring and sign some papers.
But no, this is what I mean. You know when you meet your husband, a man you're willing to marry. I'm dating now, right? Okay. Sometimes you'll get into a relationship, like my last relationship, I knew that wasn't my husband. I knew I didn't want to marry him. Same thing, like you know when I feel like you even know when you meet your husband. Okay. I feel like I met my husband.
Y'all don't got to be literally married.
No, but
if you view him as
we both see each other going, building towards that way. But I won't submit fully. But I would submit halfway. I won't question the shit. I trust him. You pick a man that you want to follow. You pick a man that's why you talking about something. It's no, I would submit if. It's either you submit or you don't. Yeah. And if you can't submit to a man you're in a relationship with, why you pick him?
Facts.
Why you pick him?
Facts. I ain't got nothing to argue with there. Like the reason
he been arguing with me all fucking day.
Okay. The reason I brought that up is because I was having this conversation with one of my friends, and she was saying, well, since the dude like not explaining it to the point where she can fully understand, she's not gonna like do this or do that. I'm like, bro, you don't have
if it don't hurt the man, like if my dudes, if I got a habit, right, and I love my man, he say, please don't do that. If it don't hurt nothing, just do it. Like
you don't
and
have
you
to
expect
understand
and women
it,
expect that same thing. You want a man, let's be honest. A lot of women, they want men to cater to them and so cater to him.
Exactly.
It's
like it's
said, simple, man.
It's not detrimental in no type of way. If it's not
just do it. Cooperate. But you know what that's called? Cooperation.
Yeah. I'm like, gee, if it ain't hurt you, if it ain't hurt what you got going, if this, that, and he telling you this is gonna make me happy, that's enough reasoning right there. You don't need to know how exactly is it chemically affecting his brain and how is it making him happy. G, you don't need to know.
That mean you don't trust him.
Yeah, like he telling you, babe, this making me happy. I want you to do this.
And also mean you don't respect him either. I mean, let's just be honest. It mean you don't trust him. It mean you don't respect him. If you need to know everything, this is your man. But every woman don't believe in submission, and that's okay. I do that because I think that works for me. A lot of women hear submission and think slavery is not slavery. Right. And really submission is beneficial to you too, because if you submit to a man, take care of that man, give you whatever the fuck you want. Okay. And then you ain't got to worry about it. If you handle your part, like I said, disclaimer, I disagree with cheating, but that's another thing you ain't got to worry about when you're not doing something. In some case, every situation is different. In some cases, you can help prevent someone from cheating, but they still in control of themselves. Two things can exist. So if you submitting, you want to make your man feel like a man. If you're not listening to him, if you're not submitting to him, if you got to question everything, for one, he don't feel respected. He don't feel respected in where he lay his head and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to women understanding men and men understanding women. Like you need to respect the differences. Like, you probably wouldn't care about this shit, but if he care about whatever, just do the shit. If you want the shit to work, then like I said, relationship don't gotta be hard work. That's easy work. Let me do what the fuck this man said so he can be happy because I want my man to be happy. It ain't hurting me. It ain't making me mad. I ain't finna lose no money, no sleep over it. Let me just do the shit.
Facts. Like folks would rather say, I would rather argue. I would rather break up. I would rather do everything else other than compromise. For what?
Like when I get older, I don't think I'm always dressed like this. Yeah. If I get a husband and he my husband and like maybe I can't wear little stuff, you know what I'm saying, revealing stuff, but if it's too revealing, I would take it off. I mean, because let's say, he got a little flirty ass bitch around him. I'm like, I ain't comfortable with you going. You expect him to, you know what I'm saying, think about your emotions. Yeah. And I think a lot of men are emotionally unintelligent, but a lot of women are too, because a lot of women are blind to a man's emotions because one, it's fault on both sides. Men don't know how to express themselves. Men don't express themselves, or when they do, you're not realizing, oh, he's telling me how he feels. Yeah. Oh, these are his feelings. So it's double-edged sword.
I feel like we're gonna end it on this note. When you said men don't reveal themselves and women do like reveal their emotions or whatever, I feel like it's more impactful on the woman than it is the man, because like you said, as a woman gonna tell you what's up. Mm-hmm. She gonna tell you what she disagree with, mm-hmm. what she agree with, mm-hmm. exactly how it's making her feel. Mm-hmm. She might not even be communicating it in the best way. Mm-hmm. Like she might tell you. She might not be calm, she might be yelling and cursing, whatever. Right. But she gonna communicate it. Since a dude don't do it, and I feel like the main reason the dude don't do it is because what I said earlier. Like if I bring it up to you, you're not gonna
pussy shit.
Yeah, like you're not gonna
beta male shit.
Nah. I would say it's a
lot. You not expressing yourself because you scared she gonna leave and you can't get another.
Nah, it's not that you scared she gonna leave. Like most dudes won't do it because there's no point. You like me doing it is not me being, like you said, a beta male or a pussy. Me doing it is me being smart and logical. Because if I brought something up to you before and it didn't change nothing, it's literally ignorant for me to do it again. That's insanity to do the same thing multiple times expecting different results.
But that's why I go back to saying you need to pick a woman that you can't talk to.
No, exactly. Wait, no, stop there. Okay. That's exactly the point I'm answering. Like, cause you said dudes don't communicate as much as women. I 100% agree. I'm saying it's because, like we said earlier, so many people are defensive and don't take their criticism in well. Once I communicate to you once and you didn't change or you didn't receive it well, I'm not doing it again. So
you shuts him down. It shuts the man down emotionally.
The reason the woman keeps communicating the way she does is because when she communicated to the dude, she sees some type of effect. It might not even be the effect she wants. Let's say if you tell me, I hate the way like you leave dishes out or whatever. Does that mean I'm gonna fix the problem? Not necessarily.
But I still hear you and receive it.
Now, once you tell me, I might say okay, and I might like argue back. There's one way. I might really fix the problem. I might do this. I might
apologize. Yeah, I get what you see some type of effect. Maybe.
So next time she more inclined to verbalize. I
see a lot of women. I've witnessed a lot of women, but that's why I say I did say all three. I said men don't know how to express themselves. They don't express themselves, or when they do, they get gaslit as well, and that means like it don't register with the woman. It's like, oh, you a bitch, you sassy, zesty.
So it's like, why the fuck would I?
But that's why you gotta pick. You gotta pick what you like, man.
So
you gotta pick what we like.
I feel like in a dude like me in the dating market, if I was still dating around, that helps me. Like women being so vocal, because say me and this one girl together, she like don't like how I do this or that. She tell me that. I'm putting it in my toolbox, running down. I need to work on it.
Have you be do the same
thing? Yeah, do the same thing with the next girl. By the time I done went through 5-10 women, I got a rubric of shit to work on. If this woman is flawed and she date 5-10 dudes and none of these dudes communicate to her the problem they have with her, she will continue to go around. Okay,
that's a very
flawed.
Great point. That's how you have a lot of older women who are stuck in their ways and are a lot of, I mean, not all. And if you feel like I'm talking about you, then you must be bitter. But you got a lot of older women that ain't ever. That's why entitlement exists.
Yeah.
That's why entitlement exists, because some men are just afraid and don't know how to communicate themselves, and when they do communicate, they get shot down, so they shut down.
Facts.
I get that. That's a great point.
Like,
and you know, yeah, like a lot of people talk. That's why, yeah, that's true. But then on the flip side of it, then you got the men that are overly aggressive about it and feel like they need to humble every woman that's in their path.
Yeah,
and that's why you got a lot of imbalance.
Yeah,
but that's a great point though. You know, a lot of men, and then by the time she gets to that age, she wondering why she don't have a man or why she can't maintain peace with a man, because the man say, babe, I just need you to shut the fuck up sometime. And he ain't even like that. I just want some peace. This is my home too. I gotta go out there and fight the world and fight this and do that and bring the. I don't want to have to fight in my home.
I don't want to. Brother named Nur Muhammad said an amazing quote. He said, "The last thing a man wants is to be out fighting against the world and have to come home and fight his girl. And the last thing a woman wants is to come home to a man that ain't been out fighting at all." So I'm like, bro,
I don't know these bitches. Look, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's a good point.
They hit it on the head.
Who said that?
Nuri Muhammad.
Okay.
Your N-U-R-I. Muhammad. Like, when he said that, I'm like, damn, like, that's some of everything.
But you should have. Now, some of that shit common sense. Don't no man want no, a woman. Come on now.
You would think it's common sense.
You're supposed to bring it, the home. That's women. Men have the cars, the whatever. Women control the home. Men control the order in the home.
Yeah.
But women make a home, and you bring peace and cleanliness and smell goods and food and what makes the home the home.
Thanks.
So yeah.
Now we gonna go and wrap it up, y'all. We don't want to overextend our time. Now you can end it with like whatever socials you want to put out there, Instagram, whatever the hell you be on.
Okay, well, my name is Jay Wade, and I'm a public speaker, activist, advocator, and author. My Instagram is Edawyaj, EDAWYAJ on Instagram. And I also have a private business in tutoring and doing essays and papers and helping people do that. It's called J Scripted, Jay Scripted. So
yes, sir. Ski business woman, get that bread. Now we'll get out of here, y'all. Y'all get up with me on the next episode of the Dontbeaviking podcast. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.